guys, Redline here. I'm going to tell you a little bit about an upcoming feature to SOCOM Go. One of the biggest requests that I get to fix is the hit detection. Now, for those of you that don't know, the hit detection in SOCOM Go is a little screwy. So watch what happens when I shoot up close here. You can see the bullets are actually hitting much lower than where I'm aiming. And that's because even though you have a third-person camera, the bullets are actually traveling in the direction of a first-person view. I'll show you what that looks like. So this is actually the direction that my bullets are traveling. So you can see if I do this, those bullets went exactly where I was aiming. So Valve enables the option to have a third-person camera, but it's only intended to be used as such. You're not supposed to actually use it with a crosshair, so there's not really much you can do with it. Now, they have another setting for a third-person shoulder, and I'll show you what that kind of looks like. They intend for you to use an offset, so maybe something like this. So this is more of how Valve intended for the third-person shoulder setting to be utilized, but obviously we want to give it a more SOCOM feel, so we set that to 0 and get this. But unfortunately that hit detection is off. So one of the big requests that I've had is if that's possible to fix that, and thankfully it is. While SOCOM Go can't make client-side changes because it's a server-side plugin, those client-side changes would include like these server animations of like crouching, so we can't do things like prone or lean or any of that, and we can't work with the crosshairs, so the crosshairs can't jump like they would with recoil. But thankfully hit detection, because it's such an important aspect of the game, is controlled by the server. It has absolute control of that, so we can try to customize that functionality. So let me give you a small demo here of what I'm talking about. So you can see here that the red path is where the bullet went. There's where the bullet decals are. But the blue was where my camera was. I'll show you one more time. You see the blue is right where my crosshair is located. And you can see down there in the bottom left that it's showing you the point of impact of the red line and then the blue line. And you can essentially see that what we want is to change the server so it detects that the blue line was actually the bullet path, so it can draw the bullet decal there and register the hit detection on the proper hitbox of the user. Because a lot of times people will shoot up close like this and the bullet won't. Obviously when you're much farther away, because of the aim distance, it's designed to work a little better. So you can see that as people shot farther on more standard sized battles, your aim was about as close as we could get it through the settings, but aside from that, up close there's not much we can do unless we let the server reapproximate it. So one of the cool things here now is, I'll show you the bullet spread pattern of the AK by holding down the trigger. You can see the bullet spread pattern of the AK, and then the new approximated one was exactly the same. That's because we're using the bullet impact location to calculate that direction from the camera. However, one of the cool aspects of this is we could actually make it so if I was holding on the trigger, imagine I'm holding down the trigger here because obviously I can't make it work right now. If I had held down the trigger and every single bullet went straight, it would completely remove all the recoil and bullet spread of the weapons. And then what we could actually do is implement our own weapon models and guns of the original SOCOMs, and I can try to approximate the bullet spread patterns and recoil patterns of those and implement them instead. So not only can we fix the game, but it actually has the potential to offer us SOCOM-like hit detection, which I think a lot of people would be excited about. So that's kind of what I'm working on right now. Just wanted to give you guys a little bit of an update on it. Thanks for checking everything out, and I hope you like what you see so far.